About 2 months ago, I had went through a severe bout of discontent. Does anybody ever get discontent? If you could raise your hand, would you say, I like stuff? Material items, stuff. Raise your hand. If you're not raising your hand, you're lying, so you don't lie in church. Somebody said, he lied in church. Like it's okay outside church, but I went through a severe bout of discontent, and I'm usually not like that, or at least I try to think I'm not like that, but I had a trip planned to Nashville, Tennessee, to pitch some songs to a lady up there, and I have just a MacBook that I use to record all my stuff with. Well, if anybody knows about a laptop, they have a little backlight that lights up the back screen so you can see what you're working with. So about 2 weeks before I was supposed to go to Nashville, I turned on my computer late one night to work, and the backlight went out in it. It's like $350 to $400 to fix. Well, I didn't pay that much for this guitar because I am an eBay-aholic. And so I thought, I can't do that. So my mind starts scrambling, thinking, Lord, what am I going to do? I've got 2 weeks and I've got a trip to Nashville planned. I don't have any way to get these songs on this disc because I'm a procrastinator. And I wait till the last minute. And so I start just frantic. Okay, I got to buy another laptop. Where am I going to get the money to buy a laptop? I start going on this. And I started becoming obsessed. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and it broke my heart. And He said, all you care about is stuff. Because all you've done for a week now is obsess over this specific thing, and you're not trusting that I'm going to take care of you. And if that doesn't break your heart, I don't know what does. When the Holy Spirit says you're grieving me. And so, the Holy Spirit said, you've got an extra monitor in the other room, and you can buy this $20 cable, and you're good. And I thought for a second, God, you're exactly right. I've been so caught up in getting something better than what I have already, when what I have will do if I just add this $20 piece. And I became extremely ashamed. And so I wrote this story. One of my favorite writers right now, his name's Jason Gray, and he wrote this song called The Prodigal and the Golden Boy. And I took from that this song. So it's not necessarily copying, even though that's the most sincere form of flattery when I hear. But I wrote something along the same lines, but in a more introspective look. Second part of the story. A friend of mine sent me a text message this week, and he says, my family loves your music, and they want you to come, and they want you to play for our Thanksgiving dinner that night. I said, how many people are we talking? He said, about 30 to 45 people. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, all right. So I asked my wife, and she said, let's go. I don't know these people, but we'll go. I had borrowed his mother's classical guitar, which was a beautiful, I call it a work of art. It just sounded like angels singing. And so I'm sitting there playing his mom's classical guitar. And the guy comes out of the room, and he says, why don't you play on your new classical guitar? And he hands me this guitar, the one I'm playing today. I wept like a baby because I have never had anybody do something so sweet for me. And so the dichotomy of the story is, and they tie together. Number one is this. I wasn't content. And I liked my stuff. I liked my stuff. I liked my stuff. Stuff I would go to battle for. If someone broke in my house and stole my stuff, I'd be mad. I'd feel violated. Somebody stole this. Not to realize that it's not going to be your stuff when you die. This guy had saved up his money to buy a keyboard. And the Lord told him, you go buy him that guitar. How many of you, and this is me too, I don't know if I'd have the guts to listen to the Lord. Nah, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. It's a silly guy. But how many people would listen to that? I'm not bragging on this guy. I'm just saying he listens to the Holy Spirit. And I thought, how sad. I would have missed that completely. And so this song is called It's All Yours. And I tell long stories just because these two stories mesh together. he is an example, or that is an example of how the Holy Spirit works. He uses us to bless other people. And if we miss that, you miss that blessing. And I'm praying that God provides for this gentleman because he's a dear friend of mine. I've known him for over 10 years. I used to play out at the walking bridge, and he would come up and he'd play harmonica with me, and that's how we met. And we've been friends often, we've been friends for all these years, but we've kind of just connected here and there. And that was to me probably this to me is the story of this. And I said, this is not just wooden strings, this is heart. This is the heart of a man who listened to the Lord and gave me something that I wanted, not necessarily that I knew that I wanted, but I would love to have. And he gave up something he wanted. And I thought about that sacrifice that Christ did. He could have walked away from the cross and he could have said, nope, don't want that. That's not for me. And we would never have received that gift of salvation. So if anything you can learn in the whole story is this, that listen to the Holy Spirit. He knows what's best for you. And he has ways of using you to bless other people. So this is called It's All Yours. I have the heart of Cain, unlike his brother Abel. I tend to hide the sacrifice underneath the table. I hold hostage my possessions, expect to compromise. But then I am reminded when I look into your eyes that it's all yours, God. Yours anyway. It may glow like an ember, but that glow will slowly fade. It's all yours, God. Yours anyway. It wasn't mine for the taking, but yours to give away. Yes, yours to give away. I wish I were that widow whose all was just a little, but instead I am the rich man who's caught in the middle. And when faced with my decision, the choice is no surprise. I'd rather have the tangible that withers up and dies. 'Cause it's all yours, God. Yours anyway. It may glow like an ember, but that glow will slowly fade. It's all yours, God. Yours anyway. It wasn't mine for the taking, but yours to give away. It's yours to give away. Please change my disposition of gather all I can, 'cause it's that fervor and conviction that destroys every man. I'm a total contradiction to all I claim to be, 'cause I'm never really satisfied with what I call my needs. 'Cause it's all yours, God. Yours anyway. It may glow like an ember, but that glow will slowly fade. It's all yours, God. Yours anyway. It wasn't mine for the taking, but yours to give away. It's all yours. to give